exciting stuff moving on up. So that's pretty good. It seems like everybody's just growing up really quickly, apart from me, and I'm just growing old. You guys are actually getting bigger and learning new things and starting new topics and everything else. So, really good stuff, guys. So I'm really excited to be working with you guys. Obviously, we're starting modern studies. The first topic we're going to be doing is Brazil. So I'm going to try and do one of these videos kind of each week. So total number of tasks you have to do here this week is 5. Just make sure that whenever you're doing your work, you're answering things in full sentences. So all this stuff is going to serve as your notes for revision and stuff like that whenever we get around to doing any sort of assessments and stuff like that. So you're going to be needing to go back to these things. So if you're doing it by hand, make sure that you keep track of it. Just like if you have a jotter or spare jotter or anything like that at home, that would be really good. Or if you're doing it on the computer, just make sure you're saving it all in a folder that you know where to get to and on your phone and stuff like that. It's also going to be in your assignments tab whenever you go back and look at it. So there's a lot of different things that we'll be able to do, but I really want to make sure you guys are focusing on keeping track of your stuff. Yeah, so as we go through this, like I said, I'm going to try and do a video like this every week. So that you're able to kind of see all the stuff that I'm just gonna walk you through the tasks that you need to do and see if I can answer some questions that you may have before you actually have them. If that makes any sense at all, it probably doesn't. So as you go through, we're gonna be looking at basic information. So the topics that we look at are Brazil in the class overall. So that's the unit we're on now. Then you're going to do the developing world. We did a little bit of that in S2. I think, no, that was S1. You did some of that in S1. So we're going to look at specifically mainly Africa and different parts of the world that are considered developing countries. You're also going to look at UK social issues. So things like poverty, homelessness, the family unit and everything that kind of goes into social stuff in the UK. They're going to do a unit on terrorism. So we're going to look at breaking down a lot of the different things that are going on in the world, a little bit of the more recent history and kind of everything that kind of folds into that. You're going to look at trade unions, which, yeah, so trade unions are things like I'm a member of the teachers union, and the teachers union currently talking to the school administration and the councils and everything like that, trying to figure out what's the safest way for us to go back to school, and they're going to make a right decision. But your trade unions are looking out for stuff like that, looking out for workers' rights, pay issues, all sorts of things that go into that. We're doing a unit on Brexit as well. So that's been loads of that is in the news, and it's going to be a developing story as we move forward. So that's what's really exciting about modern studies, is that all this stuff is subject to change. And so the news that we have on Brexit now is probably going to be a little bit different than what we have on Brexit in the future. So that's really something that's kind of exciting to look at as well. And it's something that can have a big impact on us as we move forward. Right. So Unit 1, what I want you guys to be able to do is just get a bit of background information about Brazil. And we're just going to kind of walk through exactly what you need to do. So, so that's the flag of Brazil. So find Brazil on the map, fill in this key, fill in this. So yeah, like I said, you're going to have working from home, a booklet to complete each week. So we only got 4 weeks until summer. Jeez. But if you have any questions, get with me and stuff like that. So you need to find Brazil on the map. So you might need to do some research, fill in the blanks there. So you can just like do, if you go here and you go insert, or no, it's home, shapes, let's see. You can just, oh, I'm not doing very well just now. Insert, shapes. And if you want to do like a star, and then you just pop the star in there. Let's try that again. Oh, I see the problem now. So a star or something, doesn't have to be a star, and then just drag it wherever it is. Alright, so obviously that's not where it is, that's where I'm from, but you get the picture. Find it, drag it, mark it, or if you're doing it on paper, draw an X. So there's a YouTube video for you to watch. So that's test one. Start off with this true or false quiz, right? And just kind of see how you're at, and you'll come back to the answers later. It's true or false quiz, then task one, and then what is Brazil like? So you're going to watch that video and do a mind map. Pretty straightforward there, guys. Task three, you need to make sure you're answering these questions in full sentences. All right, you're going to watch this clip. Okay, and when you watch that clip, you need to answer these questions. Okay, make sure you answer them in full sentences. So President Bolsonaro is really controversial just now in Brazilian politics. So it's something that something that's really worth looking at. You can do a wee extension. Give 3 pieces of evidence that support the claim that Brazil is economically powerful. So just go through, read that article, and answer the questions there. Task 4, fact file. So using everything that you know, complete some of your own research, complete a fact file. You can present this in any way you wish. So you're going to be coming up with some way to present it. It could be a PowerPoint. One thing that I do have quite a lot of issues with at the moment is at home I don't have access to Publisher and I haven't purchased it. If there's a way, I know some of you guys do some really good stuff because I've gone through and I've converted things to PDFs and things so that I'm able to see them, but it does create a lot of work. If you could, and I know it goes against what your ICT teacher would say, if you're making a poster on a computer, it would actually help me out quite a lot if you're able to do that in PowerPoint or something. You can still do a poster and drag and drop pictures. It's not quite as seamless, but it does make my life a lot easier opening up the file, if that makes sense. So a map. So you should have the following things. You should have a map of Brazil in there, the capital of Brazil, population of Brazil, just some general information about it. And then number 5, you just have a recap quiz. Answer these in full sentences because that's going to help you remember. All right. So the capital of Brazil is. Okay. That's going to really help you out when it comes time to revise. Okay. The president of Brazil is. But that's it for me, guys. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. You can also put things up on the chat on the team page. Let's make sure we keep that limited to obviously school purposes and stuff like that. Yeah, so really looking forward to working with you guys. If you have any questions, let me know and we can go from there. Okay? Right.